It's barely been 24 hours ever since India lost in that ICC World T20 semi-final against England. A 10-wicket thrashing, and it has scarred a lot of people. Even today, when you come out, even when you speak to people today, they are very, very angry about the nature of the loss. One of the few players who came out of the tournament with their heads held high was Virat Kohli. That 82 that he hit against Pakistan, he's right now the leading run getter in the ICC World T20 2022, and overall if you look at it, he is the leading run getter in T20 World Cups as well. Virat Kohli was absolutely shell-shocked and stunned after that loss in Adelaide. And today, he has made his first comments after India were dumped out in the semi-final. Kohli tweeted with a hint of optimism that we leave Australian shows short of achieving our dream and with disappointment in our hearts. But we can take back a lot of memorable moments as a group and aim to get better from here on. Basically, what is the key takeaways for India in this T20 World Cup? That knock that Kohli made against Pakistan, Suryakumar Yadav's batting, Arshdeep Singh's bowling in the power play, and Hardik Pandya's knock in that semi-final in Adelaide. Perhaps these are the few things that India can be really proud of. But 4 instances out of 11, that really is disappointing, because India lost to South Africa and you somehow got out of jail against Pakistan due to an inspired knock from Virat Kohli. That 82, he has labelled it as one of his best knocks ever. Even in Adelaide, he hit a 50. And he was dismissed, and finally he had an average at that venue. But he also said that we hope to get better from here on. Now the focus will shift to ODIs after this T20 World Cup, because the next T20 World Cup is in 2024 in the West Indies and America. So now T20s will take a backseat for the time being, and now India will focus on ODIs. Kohli also thanked the fans. Thank you to all our fans who turned up in huge numbers throughout to support us in the stadiums. Always feel proud to wear this jersey and represent our country. Wherever you saw in Australia, be it in Melbourne, be it in Sydney, be it in Perth, be it in Adelaide, India's fans turned up in massive numbers. We all saw Nikhil's updates from the stadiums, how Indian fans were really optimistic about India's chances in the T20 World Cup. In a capacity of 61,000, 40,000 would be Indian fans. In a capacity of 90,000, it would be 70,000. Who can forget that goosebumps moment in Melbourne when the national anthem was played around and Rohit Sharma really had to hold back his tears to seep in, and that emotion that was there, it was simply electrifying. And so, Virat Kohli has really given his thanks to the fans, and he's also proud that he's wearing the jersey, because now he will once again be the key if India are to look ahead and perform better in ICC events, especially the ODI World Cup and the 2024 T20 World Cup. However, the nature of that loss has still not been digested by a lot of Indian cricket fans. One of the foremost analysts of the game in India had said, India are still playing very conservative cricket. It was an issue they hoped to address, and in all fairness, did in bilateral cricket. But here at the World Cup, India were constantly hoping the back 10 overs would bail them out. Today, it wasn't enough. Very clear cut. The power play and the first 10 overs. In the power play, if you looked at India's average run rate, it was just better than Zimbabwe and the Netherlands. Their average run rate during the power play was 6. In an era of slam-bang T20 cricket that England showed, India is still miles behind. And the point about constantly hoping the back 10 overs would bail them out, today it wasn't enough. Consider the game against Pakistan. 10 overs, they were 45. They needed 115 runs in the last 10. It took a superlative knock from Virat Kohli and some calmness from Hardik Pandya to ensure India got over the line. But it did not work on many occasions. Even here, 62 for 2 in 10 overs, 106 in the back end. But was it enough? And the real issue is that the top order, especially the likes of KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma, failed to lay the base. They did it in the bilaterals against Australia and South Africa prior to the World Cup. Rahul was batting brilliantly in the bilaterals, but when it came to a crunch game in the T20 World Cup, he failed. Yet again, 2021 you saw against Pakistan and against New Zealand, he didn't have a good time. Here, against England, fell for 6. Although he hit the 50s against Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, was not enough. Against the stronger teams like Pakistan and South Africa, he failed unfortunately. As one-sided as they get, India in the bilateral and league series seems a different side. Perhaps this point has its basis on what Rohit Sharma said during the Asia Cup exit. Remember, even in the Asia Cup, India did not make it to the finals. They were knocked out in the Super 4s itself. Rohit Sharma had clearly said this is probably an amber sign of caution when it comes to planning. Rohit Sharma said in bilateral events, it is easy to plan because you are playing only one opponent. You know their weaknesses, you know their tactics. But in multilateral events with different teams, strategy has to be different. And this is where India are struggling. And it clearly showed. India were doing only some things right in the league stages. Arshdeep's strike in the power plays, Bhuvi's economy, Surya Kumar Yadav, Virat Kohli, to a certain extent Hardik Pandya. But apart from that, all the others were built on a prayer. India were hoping that some of the flaws could have been hidden. But against this England side, who meticulously do their research on their opponents, it was just plain out obvious. Bhuvi didn't strike in the power play, neither did Arshdeep. And you knew that your spinners would not be effective enough because you had already made a strategic blunder by not playing Yajuvendra Chahal right from the very beginning. So, that is why the lack of planning and the flexibility in their planning has come out to bite them hard yet again in a major event. So, India have fallen short in the ICC World T20 yet again. 2007 was the last time they had won. Now, you will see another nation win 2 World T20 titles on Sunday. If it's Pakistan, it is commendable. If it's England, it's just a summation that they are now the new force when it comes to white ball cricket. So, thank you so much folks for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.